What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Jared Anderson versus Jerry Forrest, and this was a 10-rounder in the heavyweight division. And this fight was Saturday, December 10th from Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York. And this fight was broadcasted on ESPN. And in this fight, Jared Anderson had his breakthrough performance of his career, now going to 13-0 with 13 knockouts, getting a second round stoppage victory over Jerry Forrest. I mean, this was a phenomenal performance. This was a statement from Jared Anderson. I mean, an absolute statement. So Jared Anderson, he was expected to win this fight, yes, because he's obviously the younger, rising prospect, but I thought that Jerry Forrest, being that he has a track record of giving some of these top 15, top 10 guys tough fights, I thought he'd actually put up a bit of a fight and give Anderson some quality rounds. But that was just the opposite of what happened. In the first round, Jared Anderson jumped on Jerry Forrest. Yes, Jared Anderson did show a little bit of openings. He was getting hit a little bit in the first 10 seconds. Forrest was going out there swinging and wheeling away. Anderson got hit a little bit, but he took the shots well, came back forward, and absolutely pummeled Jerry Forrest in like the last minute or minute and a half of that first round. I mean, he absolutely pummeled him. Forrest was in the corner, just getting pummeled with big combinations, big shots, and I thought the referee was going to stop the fight. I am shocked that the referee didn't stop the fight in that first round. I mean, Forrest was getting absolutely just clubbed with big right hands and combinations from Anderson. I was literally just thinking, I mean, the ref was gonna stop it right then and there. Forrest wasn't defending. He wasn't even trying to move. He wasn't even trying to clinch. He was just getting hit, trying to keep his hands up. But really, Anderson threw like I think over 100 punches in that first round, really trying to get Forrest out of there. Then in the second round, Jared Anderson took it a little bit slower, tried starting out with a bang, but then he realized, that he has to just tone it down a little bit, find his shots. He tried going to the body a little bit before coming back upstairs, throwing big shots on Forrest. Then he was able to back up Forrest again to the ropes, throwing big shots. Then I believe there was a follow-up big right hand from Anderson, that sort of like cuffed around Forrest's head that led him to like sort of like buckle down and hurl down, almost going down, and then the referee stopped the fight. Really, Forrest's body language was not good in this fight. He was just getting hammered with shots, and when the fight ended, like I said, he was like hurtled over after getting hit with a big right hand. So the referee did what he had to do, and stopped the fight. So, most people actually, I think, will underrate this performance by Anderson just because of how easily he stopped Forrest. But you have to remember, in Forrest's last couple fights, he looked pretty good against top tier competition. In his last fight, I know it wasn't his best performance, but he still went the distance in a somewhat competitive fight, I guess you could say, against Kubrat Pulev, because the later rounds he started to pick it up a little bit. And then before that, you have to remember, he got robbed against Michael Hunter, who's seen as a top 10 heavyweight. He got robbed. He won that fight clearly, in my opinion, and he got robbed. And then before that, he fought Jermaine Franklin, I believe, in the summer of 2019, unless I'm incorrect. And he also got robbed in that fight, and he should have beat Jermaine Franklin. And then he fought Zhilei Zhang, I believe it was, I think, on one of the Canelo cards. I can't really remember exactly which one. But, he fought Zhilei Zhang, like I just said. And Zhilei Zhang dropped Forrest like 3 or 4 times in the earlier rounds. And then Forrest came back to fight to a draw with Zhilei Zhang. And Zhang is someone who just had an absolute war with Filip Hrgovic. So this shows the level of Jared Anderson by being able to absolutely destroy someone like Jerry Forrest. So this goes into the question, what is next for Jared Anderson? So for Anderson, I would like to see him step it up even more. Based on how he was able to easily destroy someone like Forrest, who's definitely ranked like top 30 at least in the heavyweight division. At least. So, I really think he should face maybe even the winner of F.A. Ajagba versus Oscar Rivas. That'd be a very interesting fight that I think that could easily be made, being that they're both fighters on Top Rank. But yeah, I really would like to see Jared Anderson step it up even more because he is definitely the real deal in the heavyweight division. But as for Jerry Forrest, I believe this is his fifth or sixth loss or something like that, somewhere around there maybe. I think that, I mean, for Forrest, I think it's been a while since he has been stopped. Actually, I think the last time he was stopped was maybe by Gerald Washington, like years ago in like 2015 or something like that, unless I have the date wrong, give or take a year or two. But yeah, I think Gerald Washington was the one other opponent who stopped him, unless another one did. But yeah, all I know is that it's been a while since he's been stopped, and this was just a tough loss, I guess you could say, because he was pretty much expected to actually give Anderson some rounds. But I mean, for Forrest, I think that he's just going to get called up again to face yet another top name. I mean, the thing is, he definitely goes into these fights because I'm sure he gets a good paycheck going in there against a killer like Anderson, like all these other guys that he's facing. I mean, he even fought Carlos Takam during like the boxing like pandemic fighting as well. That's another fight I forgot to mention, and he gave Takam a pretty competitive fight as well. So I mean, yeah, for Forrest, I think he's gonna get called back up again and fight like one of these top 15 to top 30 contenders in the heavyweight division. So overall, Jared Anderson absolutely destroys Jerry Forrest, getting a second round stoppage victory to prove that he is one of the top guys to look out for in the heavyweight division. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.